Hello, Wanderers, and welcome to Morrowind. I'm excited to check out The Elder Scrolls 3 on Xbox Ultimate Game Pass. It's been several years since I really played this game, and the last time I did it was on a PC, so I'm curious to see how it plays.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
I remember that the first time I played this game, by this point I was completely invested and totally blown away by the way it looked and sounded.
Not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
Shh, someone's coming.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Okay, sir. Oh, goodbye, my
You
friend.
better do what they say.
I'll never forget you, Jube, my dark elf hermano. So far, the controls feel pretty natural on the Xbox, except that I have to fix the cursor because when it's inverted like that, it really messes with me. Hi there.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
Get yourself
Okay,
up on
sorry.
deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Chill, bro.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
It's like coming home.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
So even though in Skyrim and Oblivion I usually choose a Breton build, in Morrowind I was always compelled to be a dark elf, so I think that's who I'm going to choose this time. It was really fun going through the different races and seeing what skills and special attributes they had. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. I really miss the way that Morrowind and even Oblivion started out as opposed to Skyrim. The intro in Skyrim gets so old so fast that playing through it more than a few times is really just way too grindy and long. So I wish that this style or setup could return so that you could have a little less time building up your character and more time just getting out into the world and seeing how you want to start your game.
I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
And even despite having a more bare bones start, I do find that building up your character's background is so much more detailed in this game, as we'll see when we register.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Let's go ahead and answer the questions, and then we can pick what we want to be at the end if we don't like it.
On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
We could choose not to interfere with the natural evolution of events, but rather observe and learn. We can use herbs from our pack to put it to sleep, or we can draw our dagger and mercifully end its life. But I think we're going to choose not to interfere and learn and observe.
One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
We can go catch a fish at the stream, we can work in the forge with our father, or we can gather herbs for our mother. I think we'll do that.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you
Okay,
do?
this one hits close to home. We can either beat up our cousin, we can make up an even more embarrassing nickname for him, or we can make up a story that makes our nickname a badge of honor. I think we'll do that. That's like the coolest
There
option.
is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
So I'm immediately inclined to say that it's a terrible practice, because I find that even as a necessary evil, it's still unjustifiable for someone to have complete control over rifling through anybody's thoughts, even if they're king.
Your mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do?
So if it's a significant amount of money, I definitely go back and return it in real life, because I've been behind a register before and made mistakes, and it really sucks to have to pay that out of your own pocket at the end of the day. So I think that's what we'll pick in Morrowind as well.
While in a marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
Okay, so in this case, however, I'm definitely gonna say screw the noble, because my dark elf brethren are probably a lot hungrier than they are, and sometimes that's just the way she goes. I'm only now realizing how much these sound like the questionnaire for the special placement exam in Fallout 3. It's great.
Your father sends you on a task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
If I learned anything from The Godfather, it's to not readily accept suspicious future favors without any context. So I think we'll ask him to help us, and then we'll help him with a similar task in the future.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do?
Okay, if it's my mother, I'll position myself between the pipe and her just to be safe, but anybody else, I'll probably just push him out of the way.
While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll. Delighted, you take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
The legendary stolen sweet roll. So we can either drop the sweet roll and step on it, getting ready for a fight, give it to him peacefully but come back with our friends to beat him up later, or act like we're gonna give it to him, throw it up in the air, and hope we get enough time to get a shot at the leader. I think we'll do that one. That one seems like the most interesting one.
Entering town, you find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
So we're given the option to either rush to the town's aid or rush to the man's aid without any further knowledge of the circumstances, or stand aside and allow the mob and the man to pass, realizing that it's probably best to not get involved. I think in this case, that's maybe the best option. Okay, so our personality and past reflect a spell sword, and I have to say that's pretty accurate to the builds that I usually create, but I do feel like I might change it up in a second.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
I know it's hard to understand if you didn't play this game first, but this is what I miss in Skyrim. So I used to love picking the sign of the lady, so that's what we're going to pick this time, just for a little bit of nostalgia. And it also does give you fortified personality and endurance for 25 points, so it's pretty good.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
And like I mentioned, you'll get your chance to edit your character's background after this, and that's exactly what I'm going to do by changing my character class from a spell sword to a bard, because that's what I've been enjoying playing lately in Skyrim, and I think it would be nice to try it out in Morrowind. I like building characters with a strong speechcraft skill because I feel like personally, if I were out surviving in Tamriel, that's exactly what I would need. And when I used to play Oblivion, I also loved building scouts because they have that perfect mix between like being an herbalist and an adventurer, kind of like Link from Legend of Zelda style. And yeah, it's just like really fun to be able to think about what your personality would be like in these worlds and trying to complement them with those skills that you have in real life. Alright, this is looking pretty good to me, and I think that we're ready to be a free elf and explore the lands.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Honestly, I also love the voice acting in this. It's like so over the top, but so good.
Take your papers off the table and go see Captain Gravius.
Okay, so Cutious, don't rush me. Okay, this time around, I must resist the urge to pick up and steal every single item of clutter in this place to resell later, because it never ends well.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Gravius.
Hello, Ganciel. Anything interesting to say? Joining the Imperial Legion? No thank you. I swear, there's no better feeling for me in an Elder Scrolls game than in the very beginning when you have nothing at all and then you just immediately start hoarding every weapon, piece of food, and item that you can find. It's like literally my downfall because about like 5 hours into the game, I just have so many items that I have no idea what to do with, so I really have to be a little bit more selective, but it is just such a great mechanic the way that they handle objects and collecting in this game. Let's explore inside the building a little bit and see what else we can find, and then we'll head out into town and see what's going on there. Alright, let's grab some supplies for the road, and then it's nice to know that we also have like a little bedroll area here for a little bit of a rest later if we need it. Alright, we have some snacks packed for the road and our girl is ready to go. So let's see what awaits us out in the world. Okay, so if I remember correctly, there's like a key or like a ring or something like that hidden in this area. So let's see if we can find it, because I think it comes in handy later. Yep, here it is. I have to say that on the console, this game is looking pretty nice and it's handling really well as well. There's a lot of games from this era, especially PC games, that don't age very well when it comes to console controls. And I feel like playing this on the Xbox feels very similar to having played it on the PC all those years ago. Now we can ask Gravius many questions, and we'll hold off for now, but diving deeper into the lore is definitely something I'm interested in doing in this game. So if that's something that you would like to see as well, let me know in the comments below, and maybe we can turn this into like a mini series where we explore some of these dialogues and texts more. So basically our duties as a newly freed prisoner are to take a package to Caius Casadus over in Balmora and serve him as we would the Emperor. So we'll see what he has to say. We also got a letter and a dispersal to our name, so we'll see what that is as well. Oops, sorry. Honest mistake. Please forgive me. Had to be a free woman in Morrowind. Let's see where the road takes us. Alright, let's go say hi to some of the townspeople. Oh, hello, my sister. What's your name?
Is there something you need?
I'm Indra Rathrion. Welcome to scenic Seyda Neen, gateway to Morrowind. Are you looking for someone in particular, or do you just want a little advice? Ooh, tell me a little secret. You're an outlander. Maybe you don't know about the kinds of Daedric ruins we have here in Morrowind. Daedra cults worship the bad Daedra. You can learn more about that at the temple. Anyway, long ago, before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship bad Daedra. Molech Baal, Malakath, Sheogorath, and Mahern's Dagon at Daedra shrines. But lately, since the Empire came in, some people have taken up to worshipping the bad Daedra at these old sites, and I warn you, these are dangerous places. Alright, I will file that away. Thank you so much. Okay, I think there's like a little inn or a tavern around here. Let's see. Yes. Oh, hello. Hi, can I talk to you? Excuse me. I haven't seen your dark elf face before. Whoa. Would you like a little advice, or are you looking for someone in particular? I don't know, you seem a little bit judgmental to me. You look like you can take care of yourself. Then why don't you do something about those smugglers in Adamasartus Cave? It's right over there near the Silt Strider port. Yet these guards, look at them, just strutting around. Someone must have paid them to ignore the smuggling. Alright, well, maybe we will go check that out, but later on, because I don't think we're strong enough yet. And it seems that the back door is actually the front door, so let's go around and see what this place is all about. Welcome to Aril's trade house. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions, our most popular scrolls?
Hello. I hope you won't take too much of my time.
I think we'll hold off on asking questions for now, but if there's any quests that I can pick up before I leave the episode off here, I'll do that.
Is there something I can do for you?
Hello, Hirskrar Flatfoot. You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. Ooh, that sounds perfect, friend. That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes and lost a bit of money. Normally I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me. Especially that little fetcher, Farguth. He's come up light the past couple of weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Farguth's hiding place. Alright, our journal has been updated, and I think we are going to take this one because we do need to make some gold, and this way we'll make a new Nord friend, even though he does sound like he's doing something slightly illegitimate by shaking down people for protection, but that's alright. See you later,
I take it you
Flatfoot.
want something. Well, what is it? You've got the better of me, so go ahead.
Alright friends, I think we're going to leave this part here, but let me know in the comments below if you have any tips or suggestions for a new game. It's been a really long time since I played, so I can definitely use them, and I know a lot of you are going to be super well versed, so I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say.
Is there something I can...
The next leg of our journey will take us to Balmora, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates. And until the next one, friends, stay safe and happy wandering.
How can I help you? Why walk when you can ride? Is there something I can do for you? Yes, Outlander. What do you